I'm Yuri, and I'm going for a drive.
Nice. Like button.
I'm in the all-new 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ, which has crab walk. I'm going to enter this roundabout carefully and all wacky. And before I start doing anything on this solo review while Jacob's in Florida, we did meet up and drive this car for the first 10 minutes. So let's send it over there for the horsepower and torque. 750 horsepower, 785 pound-feet of torque in VMAX.
VMAX launch. I don't know if that felt like those numbers.
So they say this is faster than an Escalade V. Does it feel like it? Does it sound like that?
No, not at all.
Or at least that has more power than it.
Yeah. So these are my genuine first impressions. I just got in here 5 minutes ago because I'm on a peacekeeping trip to Florida.
I've been driving it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. First impressions. Looks. I kind of actually really like the looks.
It's only because it's all black. When it's two-tone, then it looks weird. It doesn't look like an Escalade. It looks like a SUV Celeste.
Yeah, so
or
I've seen a lot of athletes buying these because it's just the newest Escalade, so I get that. But looks-wise, if you just glanced at it, you'd be like, yeah, that's the new Escalade. You wouldn't even know that it's electric.
We're in the Sport 2 trim.
What is that?
There's Sport 1, Sport 2, Luxury 1, Luxury 2, which means like different amounts of chrome, blackout, and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think black on black hides all the cool parts of the looks of it.
I agree.
Which is kind of sad.
Because I have seen the two-tone-ish ones where it looks more EV, or at least different.
But then even then, it still doesn't look as good as a regular Escalade.
Yeah, and the wheels, they're 24s, they're huge!
Yeah, they're Aero style.
I do like the looks, but the back end, how it like swoops down is a little bit weird.
It's the one time I don't like the idea of a coupe SUV. Come to a complete stop.
Okay.
You're wasting your time with stuff that isn't...
Features?
Rear steer arrival mode, which is crab walk, but since nobody's crab walking around rocks in the Hummer like it would be for this,
rear wheel steering.
Gotta go for it.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is so strange. Oh my.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Do the thing. go edge to edge.
It's so strange. Dude.
Go.
I feel like I'm gonna hit the curb.
Okay, and now turn into this parking lot.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, it really. Okay, now turn
still in it. Oh my.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole.
Now try turning it off.
Off? Oh,
is it good? Yeah, but
no, it's still on.
It's still on. That's what I'm saying.
What the heck?
This is. If you tried this in a Tim Hortons parking lot, you'd curb it.
You would.
So come to a stop. Come to a stop.
This is actually insane.
Point your wheel. Yeah, and now I think.
Now it's off.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Confirmed.
See, this is what I usually have, but it is cool, eh?
It's really cool, but so strange. I saw you doing it when I was following you to this parking lot, and it looks so unnatural.
I've almost clipped like 7 cars in parking lots.
Yeah, like going over this, if I was still in that mode, I'd be sideways curbed into that. Wow, this is...
It's funny that it doesn't even give you a warning. That like, you might be causing some trouble.
Wow.
Go for it.
Okay, so
let's try better launch. That one sucked.
Were we actually in VMAX? I pressed the VMAX
button. I don't like how they made the back end look
traction off, I think.
Sport drive modes. We're definitely in V.
Yeah.
I do the rear end of the Escalade like that.
Like, it's good, but it's not great.
Nah, it's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm sure this thing weighs, I mean, is this Ultium
Ultium.
Hummer? Okay, so it weighs like...
It's like 9,000 pounds.
Yeah, something like that.
And it tows 8,000 or something.
Yeah, something like that. So it's limited by its own weight, but the Hummer still felt faster from what I recall.
Okay, so before you go to Florida, what looks better, this or the new normal gas Escalade?
Normal gas Escalade.
Does this look all right, though?
Yeah, it looks great.
In the 2 tones. You got to get in 2 tones.
Yeah, and when you showed me that frunk, unbelievable.
2 golf bags.
Unbelievably long, like awkward. You can't reach the end of that.
It's cool.
Without like twerking your...
This has no Apple CarPlay, Android Auto because it's electric. Dude, I am so confused by it. I don't like it. Yeah. I had to like dump my contacts to the phone. I'm not connecting my Google to the Google Maps because I don't feel like attaching my life to a car.
Yeah.
And then you sent me a text message. I responded. You sent me a second one. I ignored it. I don't know where to find it. I have no idea.
Because it's not CarPlay, so you can't even find your text message.
And I don't even know if I can use my Spotify, but like I can.
Yeah.
Sirius XM channel 9.
Because it's all Google. Except right now, obviously.
I think you have to say because it's your side.
Sirius XM channel 9. I'm sure it'll work at some point.
So that's trash. And then
this has massage. I noticed this button over here, which is pretty sick.
there is rear
roll, need, wave, relief, glide.
We got the full executive package.
Yeah.
I want to see if we can connect to the screens there and stream something.
Okay, you do that after I leave. You play with all those. I'm gonna do a little 360 / not a 360, a 180, because I want to just floor this thing while I'm driving, not try to brake boost it and see what happens.
Okay, floor it, take this big turn, Magna Ride 4.0.
Yo, this is like, I can feel the weight, and it's scary.
If you get a bump, let's find a speed bump or a
Okay.
curb, because it's like ting, ting.
There's gonna be a speed bump in one of these parking
You just
lots
gotta
for
fly into a parking lot.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Do you like normal reviews or do you like first drive 10-minute reviews? Because I gotta like this first drive 10-minute.
This is hilarious, actually.
There's one. There's one.
There's
big yeller.
Oh, there's a couple here.
R.I.P. my back.
Oops, something went wrong with the connection.
Oh, that felt
Try again.
It feels good, but it doesn't. It's not as soft on the landing.
No. Oh, there we go, and we got one more. Speed bump test. That's pretty good.
It's
But
pretty
you
good.
can hear the weight,
Yeah.
which is insane. The leather in here is nice too. The interior is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just it's a little strange, but I'm sure this is literally my first.
Hey,
I
mine
guess
too,
10
man.
10 minutes.
You've literally
Yeah.
driven it as much as I have at this point.
Yeah, no. Is
Okay.
there a fridge in here or anything?
You want to?
No.
Do you want to see something bad?
Yes.
No, it's settings.
Oh, rear steering.
That's your vehicle.
And just to interlude, the armrest he just lift up, that is refrigerated. They probably don't know it. A lot of the Escalades, you can put your waters inside of there and everything, and you can set the temperature and keep your drinks cold. It's pretty suave.
Let's look
That's
at
the lowest res I've ever seen. Like,
360 camera's pretty okay.
yeah,
It's
they're
Escalade.
cropping in on something.
Yeah, they're cropping hard. But I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
Yeah.
This car is like crazy. You can.
I'm sure this is very expensive.
Y'all can afford some more resolution. You know how much it is?
I'm gonna guess it's like 200.
Yeah, that's like 197.
Oh my god.
It's pretty top trim.
Yeah.
Except, I think you can also have the doors close automatically, which I feel like this does have because the doors are heavy.
It feels like that.
But
You
I-
figure that out after I leave.
I will.
Because we don't know how. There's a lot of features here that you need to discover.
Yeah,
Yuri.
let's crab walk in front of this cop and then you go to Florida.
All right, sounds good.
And for anyone wondering, this crab walk mode is called your arrival mode, which is the cool thing that the Hummer also does. And since this is built off the Altium platform, it is not a regular Cadillac Escalade that has been turned into an electric car. That's why we have this feature here. And in the inside, we also got this cool like 55-inch screen. We got different looks for this Escalade compared to a standard Escalade and a lot of cool other features. So let's get into what this is. So before we get into the looks and all the cool stuff, crab walk mode. We got to come to a complete stop because this is what you're going to want to do if you own one of these. Click this button at the bottom right for your car settings. Click rear steering, click arrival again. Be stopped. You need to be at a full stop. And then I guess up to like 40, 50 kilometers an hour, you can do arrival mode. It does the most amount of crab walking when you're at like 13 kilometers an hour. You can go left and right. And then if you turn a lot to the right and then go left, then you're like dog tailing it in instead of scooching left and right. It is a lot of fun for like driving through parking lots. It definitely makes driving through parking lots very difficult. It's almost like a not real driving simulator, you know, like you're making that turn, but like you might clip a car or something in the parking lot, but it looks funny. I get so many looks. Okay, see, now I'm turning, got to turn more. I don't think you could possibly get through a drive-through with this, but with the rear steering, if you're in the normal mode, you could get through drive-throughs and take such tight turns. It is a great feature, and this is a fun party trick attached to the feature, which is pretty much the main thing I like about this car is that I can drive around in crab walk mode in parking lots the whole time. So that's why all the footage is going to be crab walking footage. The king, Yuri the King crab walker, Tereshin. That's what they've been calling me anyways. All right, and then if you just floor it, then your crab walking will automatically should go away. I just hit 60 there, but it's actually still on. So I got to click this button because it does disappear, it doesn't stay up. Turn it off. Turn the wheels straight so that it knows to turn off. Now I'll take this left turn use my infotainment screen, put it into sport, click the V button for my 700 and four-wheel drive, temporary unavailable. Let's see if we still get a nice launch in VMAX mode. 750, 785. Oh, that feels good, but it doesn't feel like Hummer crazy. But you know, Hummer had that crazy imaginary torque number. So looks okay. This compared to a regular Escalade, I think this is smaller. You have less room in the third row. You also have a different front end. Pretty much everything is different. I noticed that the front, the black part, when you have a light colored body, it really stands out, but the grille doesn't come down looking as long. And I think that's what I like about an Escalade is like a regular Escalade has a big, long grille, and I think I'd like to see that on this. The two-toneness that goes along with like the black fake grille or whatever, and the lighter body color, I think looks great. We unfortunately have it in all black, which I guess is fortunate because it makes it look like more of an Escalade because you can't actually see any of the body lines or work they put into it. The rear end, I don't like the rear end at all. It looks more Altium, Celestic, or Lyric, or whatever, Cadillac SUV.
Rear end either.
And less like an Escalade.
Like
to
a
me, this doesn't
Ford,
feel like a
man.
real Escalade, especially when I'm looking at it, mostly because of the back end. But now there's the IQL
like
that's coming out, the extended one, which gives you even more room in the third row and stuff, and in the back. And that, I think, does look more Escalade, but still the front end. Like, I wish they made that grille come down all the way to the bottom. But I guess part of the reason they didn't is because we have a huge frunk that apparently can fit 2 bags of golf clubs and, more importantly, my baby stroller. And I assume baby stroller is important. People are going to use this as a family car, right? It is a 3-row SUV, even though we have the executive package in the middle. I'm going to get into that because this is almost like a deal breaker for a family car. Like, it is kind of really bad for a family car. But I got proof for why I'm saying that. We'll get there. Other than that, on the looks, we got normal door handles, which is awesome, but they don't operate like normal door handles. After you enable it, you can have the doors automatically open and close. They're all powered. So you hold it, it'll open. You pull this or put your foot on the brake in the driver's seat and it'll close the door. And if there's something in the way, it won't hit it. There are sensors. You can adjust how far it'll open or close in your infotainment settings before all that. That is a lot of fun. That is a cool gimmick. I really like that. It's not as seamless and easy to use as a Rolls-Royce. It takes a lot of practice to get good at using all the features in this car. But the doors automatically opening and closing are sweet. It makes me feel super rich and super luxurious. I don't know if the gas Escalade has that.
That's
I
dope.
assume it could. It should. Why wouldn't it? It won't have rear steering.
Shout out to Cadillac for that. That's the dope feature right there. An open and closed door. That's real top notch.
Like this with the crab walk mode, but like, why not that? And then if we look at our wheels, we got gigantic 24-inch black wheels on this. Like, it looks cool. I mean, I would prefer something chrome. We are in the Sport 2 trim. There's a Sport 1 trim, a Sport 2 trim, a Luxury 1, and a Luxury 2 trim. And the difference there is that with the Sport, all your chrome is blacked out. I think I would prefer the chrome stuff. And definitely not the color black on this, but also maybe because then it looks more like an Escalade instead of obviously an IQ SUV, which is Cadillac's electric stuff, the IQ stuff. And speaking of wheels, if you're looking to get some wheels for your car, go to continentaltire.com/the straight pipes. Use the tire finder to see what the perfect size tire is for your vehicle. The Magna Ride 4.0, super comfortable over bumps and everything on driving normal roads and stuff. This thing is a dream. It's a pleasure. I love it. We do have this huge sunroof, but there's no cover for it, and it doesn't like get darker like in an ID Buzz. You need to use this like fold out kind of thing, which clips in. I don't know, not that luxurious to me, but it is nice to have a huge sunroof kind of thing, moonroof, lots of light letting in. And then the grille and the headlights and the taillights. Taillights, I already said, they're pretty cool looking, but it looks a little too IQ instead of Escalade. Like, I like the full line all the way down, not disconnected, but this has the disconnect. Headlights and all that stuff looks good. Got the line again, like an Escalade should. Grill isn't that big, but we do have lights and stuff in the grill, which is cool. That does make it stand out as something different. So you get some points there, Cadillac. Overall, I don't think it looks as good as the regular Cadillac. And overall, I don't even think this whole regular new Cadillac looks as good as the 23 Escalade V that we drove. I think that was perfection for the Escalade. And if you're looking to get your own Escalade, maybe one of the cooler ones from the 2000s or 2010s, go to tsp.truecar.com. Find one with gigantic rims on it, big chrome spinners. But overall, I do like it. I don't know if I like this more than like a Lincoln Navigator, the electric one at least. I don't even know if I like the looks of this more than like a QX80. It's weird, but like the normal Escalade, yeah. It's hard to decide. And when we pop the frunk, you'll see that there is no engine, so there is no dipstick. And since this is an electric car, you don't need engine oil. But if you do have a gas car, go to the lube consultant on our Total Energies page, linked below, put in your information, and you'll find the recommended oil for your vehicle, including the amount of oil that your car requires in the top right. That's my favorite part. All right, so now moving inside. This is where it kind of gets crazy and a little bit bad. We got the 55-inch screen. Cool, cool, cool. It is a GM electric car, which means we don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, just built in Google. Awful, worst decision ever, because the normal Escalade 2025 is gonna have CarPlay, same screens. It is not good to use. I don't like it. It's not clear. It's not easy to understand. If I get a text message and I don't reply to it right away, it goes away. I can't find it. I can't find it. Nobody at GM was able to get back to me and explain to me how to find it. I absolutely hate it. That is like one of the biggest reasons to not get an electric GM vehicle. Sorry, GM, but like nobody wants this. Maybe you guys want it. I assume it's so that GM can sell data instead of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto selling the data. But no one has told me why we don't have that. On top of that, we do have Google Maps, a little thing we have to click right here on our infotainment, but we can't get satellite view, and I love satellite view. On top of that, if I want to log in, I need to log in with my Google account to a car. My Google account that has like my life stuff in it, and I'm gonna put it into a car. No, thank you. That is like millennials learning how to make sure your stuff is secure 101. Like, don't put that into a car. It's got built-in Spotify, which I had to have my wife log in on her Spotify thing with a pin. So now Spotify's on here. I got to make sure to delete that before I leave, or else the next car reviewer is going to be listening to the Smoking Tire podcast and the Handsome podcast and the Love is Blind podcast. So I got to remember that now. And then there's a little thing at the bottom. You can put whatever things you want down there. I've got it set up for home, my layout, which I cannot change, drive mode, maps, music, 360 camera. If I try to add phone there, I got to get rid of one of those. This is a 55-inch screen. Just add more space, but it won't let me. So that's a big miss. Like, I mean, you got some shortcut buttons here on this piano black at the rotary dial, but eh. And the biggest miss, we got the executive package. Well, not the biggest miss, one of the biggest misses. We got these screens here, cool. We got that screen there that someone can use, cool. In America, they get YouTube, Hulu, and other stuff. Here, we don't even get YouTube. Like, even the Cybertruck had YouTube and stuff. I don't understand that. Is that just like they didn't bother making a deal? Like, what? You know, my kid's like, put on YouTube. Like, I can't. She's like, okay, we'll return the TV. She doesn't get it. But like, what? And there's no disk drive, so I got to like set up a Chromecast or something. Like, why? Why are you guys making my life so difficult? Next thing, I make my life incredibly difficult. We got the rear executive package. Looks nice, awesome. It is the hardest thing to adjust those seats. Even if you know what you're doing, it is incredibly difficult. There's no hard buttons on the side. There's no hard buttons on the bottom. There's like a screen that you have to navigate, but even navigating through the screen is incredibly difficult. It's not clear. You're always adjusting the wrong side, and then you click the button, then you can slide to drag or click. Everyone who's tried to adjust it has had an awful time. And then on top of that, if the car's not on or like you just get in, it'll...
And with that being said, yes, 2025 Cadillac Escalade. I'll let him just continue on. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. And hey, if you in the works to grab you one of these new Escalades, go on and do your thing. They ride now. Some nice rides, and the luxury leather inside of them, to the stretched out screen, to the screens in the back. It's one of one. I really like that feature where you press the button and the door open. That's hard. Ain't nobody doing it like that. Shout out to Cadillac for coming with that. That's dope. I'm pretty sure some boys gonna be throwing that in their dunks here in the near future. But hey, about to get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all sliding through. Until next time, I'll catch y'all after these messages. We'll be right back.